All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the Fit and Food Connections live interviews. We are doing these interviews today to celebrate Give STL Day, which is a local giving day for the St. Louis region. And first off, my name is Heather McCormick, and I have been with the Fit and Food Connection for almost 4 years, which will be 4 years this August, in various different areas within the organization. And I'm really excited for our first guest, who I've personally worked with throughout these 4 years. She is actually the co-founder, co-director. Her name is Gabi Cole. And she loves caring for her plants and cooking new recipes with her family. And she's going to tell us a little bit more about the Fit and Food Connection and how it was established and her experience so far. So Gabi, let me go ahead and get you added here.
Hi, Heather. How are
Hey,
you?
Gabi.
Can you hear me well? Perfect.
Yes, I hear you great. So thank you for joining me today. I first kind of want to talk about the Fit and Food Connection and give our viewers an overview of the organization. So when was the Fit and Food Connection first established, and what was the inspiration to create this amazing, wonderful organization?
Absolutely. How are you today? Before we jump into it.
I'm good. How are
I'm pretty
you?
good. The Fit and Food Connection actually started and was established in 2015. Me and Joy, which is my partner, we actually started doing the work a little bit before in 2013. So we started working together in 2013. It was an inspiration for me because I am from the North Side. I in these areas, and I saw firsthand what me and our people were experiencing. So that was the inspiration.
Awesome. So I'm sure starting a nonprofit is not necessarily an easy thing to do. So tell me a little bit about your experience in growing the organization, and how has this involvement really overall impacted your life?
Yeah, I mean, the impact has been great. It's been very positive on my life and growing me as an individual and my career and my family life. Because Fit and Food, like the culture we've created, is very family oriented. So for the most part, it's been very impactful. It's very difficult with funding and research and needs assessments and evaluation. It's very hard, but overall, it's been very positive. One of the good things is because it's so family oriented, I've been able to get my friends and family involved and kind of make it a part of my everyday lifestyle. Um,
That's
for,
awesome.
for so long, I volunteer, Heather. So I mean, it's just a part of my life, right?
Absolutely. So you said that you love caring for your plants, and we also have an organic community garden, which we are getting ready to kick off the season for. Tell me a little bit about the garden.
The garden is actually in one of our service areas that we have a high population of our recipients in. So it's actually in North City, off of St. Louis Avenue. We have started to do a lot of groundbreaking over the past few months, even with the current situation. We got some funding that we had to go ahead and get started with the project. So it's going great. We have gotten some cucumbers, and our asparagus come back every year. We actually started the garden in 2015 when we started the organization officially. So we have a lot of things going on in the garden. I'm really interested to see how it plays out the rest of the year. But I think the weather will be much better than last year. So I think we'll get some good produce.
I think so too. So I know this is going to be a really hard question to answer. I know it is for me, but what is your favorite memory with the organization thus far?
So yeah, Heather, I couldn't choose one. I chose two. So I'm gonna start with the first one. The first one is when I met Joy. We met back in 2013. I was in a really bad accident, and Joy tells this story much better than me. But I was not fully recovered, and Joy just called me out of nowhere and was like, we need to meet, we need to work together. And I'm like, what does this lady want? Like, why is she calling me? I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
But I showed up and she was there, and it's history. So that's how we met. And that's always the highlight of any interview I do, is when people ask us how we met and how this all came about. Is basically, she just randomly called me and being Joy, and I showed up even if I wasn't feeling well, and that's just me. So kind of
I
speaks
definitely,
for
yeah.
it kind of speaks for how we operate, for sure.
I definitely feel that you guys are an extension of family for sure. And any volunteer that joins us, I've heard the same thing. So it's definitely heartwarming to be a part of this experience with the organization. Did you say you had a second one too?
I have three. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. The third one is the second one is very short. It's when I met you, Heather.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You've been with us for so long. You're so amazing. So that is another favorite memory of mine. And the last memory, um, I would say these times right now is so different. Not being able to meet out in the community with my team and lead from that standpoint versus kind of our Zoom meetings, which have been so successful, and we've gotten so much work done in these last few months. But I think this is very memorable for me. Like, we have literally all came together as a team, whether it's the program recipients, or it's the staff, the board members, the directors, whatever. We've all come together
Yeah.
and have been able to keep this going forward and to carry out the mission to make sure our people are good. So this has been a very memorable time, and I'm interested to see where we go.
I agree with you. It has been we just decided to team together, charge ahead, and just the impact that we're making for our clients and the community it just makes me so happy to work with all of you, to have that opportunity. So as far as the current times and Give STL Day, what would you say from your perspective makes Fit and Food Connections so unique, and why they should support us today on Give STL Day and our journey as we continue?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to answer that question, right? Like, everybody has a great program, everybody is taking care of people in need, etc. But what really makes us unique in a Fit and Food Connection is our set of wellness and food access programs. It's so accessible to our clients. We're so flexible, and when I say they, our program recipients have been very receptive of what we do in the community, and they're just so grateful. Everyone gets a bad bunch, but we have really gotten some angels for our program recipients that just want more and more from us, and are even willing to help. So many times we get our clients that will take on a role and help out with the program and volunteer. So that's really the good part about the Fit and Food Connection. It's so family oriented. The culture is so unique, right?
Absolutely.
And then when we go a little bit deeper into that and look at the times we're in now and how we've been able to come together, it's no better time. It's no better time for today, Give STL Day, for people to give back, right? This is something we do every day. If you could
Right.
just literally, think about the impact and how grateful our recipients are, it's a no-brainer for people to give back today to this cause.
So when people do give back, we have 5 different programs. So what exactly are their donations going to be going towards, as far as our 5 programs?
Absolutely. So right now, especially with these times, programs is top priority in carrying out those missions. So basically, they're going to be feeding families. They're going to be feeding families with a majority of small children, ages 0 to 5. They'll be supporting seniors, disabled recipients who are homebound, and we're working with and trying to figure out a system for a virtual program so that they can be able to still get the work done and move forward with their wellness goals. We don't want people to get down during these times. It's so easy to, in these communities, in our communities, for people to not have access to certain things. It's so interesting that we hear those terms very often, like, you know, it's going to be a food shortage and people aren't going to have access to this. This is something we've been dealing with in the North Side forever. This is
That's so
something we see
true.
all the time. So this is not just today, this is forever, that we are going to need support in our community. And today is it's just the perfect timing.
Well, thank you so much, Gabby. It was so great talking with you, and I know you and I could talk all day long. But thank you for joining me, and for those of you who have tuned in, thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for all of your support thus far. We're having a really great day for Give STL Day so far, and if you do make your donation, you can do so at givestlday.org/fit-and-food-connection. The link is actually on this live. And we look forward to joining you for our next interview, which is going to be with Shirley at 1 o'clock, which is one of our longtime clients who is amazing. And then we have our next interview as a volunteer highlight at 2 o'clock with Herman. So we hope to see you then. Thank you so much, Gabby. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Heather. You guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
You too. Bye.